What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another DIY video. Today we're going to add something on my F80 M3. If you guys saw my last video, I did an install on carbon fiber side skirt extensions from RW Carbon. I said in that video that the car was only lacking that in terms of exterior mods, but I actually lied to you guys because I have another mod that I've been having sit around in my house for a while, and we're actually going to be installing that today. It's something a little bit different. Most guys don't actually have these. They were completely custom made by a company overseas, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what that is. Alright, so here are the goods. These are from CarbonCulture UK, and these are actually going to be custom made carbon fiber mud flaps. So they're for the front and rear, and if you guys can't tell, I did put some PPF on them because they're so cool that I wanted to try to prevent some of the rock chips, but they're already pre-drilled, as you guys can see as well. And yeah, so we're going to be putting these on today, but these came from overseas. Definitely go check out CarbonCulture UK. They are the ones that actually did my custom Grigio start button and my M1, M2 buttons on my steering wheel. And so they do a lot of really cool custom stuff, this being one of them. So they make these for several different chassis, not only the F80 but also F30s and several other models as well. But really, really cool, not super expensive, and the goal here is to kind of protect, my side skirt extensions, prevent any rock chipping from happening alongside the doors and that sort of thing. So these are going to be functional, and they also look good, and they're carbon fiber, so can't go wrong. Okay, so contrary to what you would think, the two smaller ones actually go in the front, the two bigger ones go in the back. So I just went ahead and took a stab at the passenger side, so just to kind of get a feel of what I was going to be dealing with, and wanted to make sure I could do this on camera easily. But this is the passenger side of what it should look like in the front. And so the main process here is there are these little push tabs here. So there's 3 of them here. You only need to remove the bottom 2. And so what you're going to do is take a little flathead screwdriver, you're going to push the pin all the way through, so it's actually going to pop into the fender and you're never going to find it again. So the likelihood of me finding it is very slim. I don't think I'm going to hear any rattling or anything in there, but this little tiny push pin about this long. So you want to push it in here and here, and then pull the actual clip out. And then what you do is you pull this fender liner back, slide this in, and put the new ones, the supplied ones, back into place. Additionally, I did put a little bit of 3M tape down here on the side skirt and one here, which you cannot see, and that holds this bottom into place. So we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. So once again, we've got the push pin here. Just to show you guys what this looks like. This is what the push pin looks like. So this is what the push pin looks like. So again, you're going to push the stock 2, push the pin all the way through. It flies out the other end here, and then you can pull this little tab out. And then you use the new ones that they supply to replace the 2 that you popped out. Alright, so just so you can guys get a feel of what I'm doing here, turn the wheel one way or the other, take a little flathead here, we're going to take out these bottom 2. So you're going to push the tab pretty much all the way through. It may not go all the way through initially, but when you go to pull the actual tab out, it'll get lost back here, behind here. So use a little trim tool. You could also use a little screwdriver if you got one. Just be careful to not screw up any of your plastics or anything. Additionally, I do have this little wedge tool as well, just to kind of get it started like that. Grab it like this. Trim tools do come in handy for a job like this. So let's see. So basically that's what it should look like, but the tab fell through the back. So we're never going to see that again, most likely. But that's why they give you replacements. Sometimes they come out easier than others. There we go.
So again, those two bottom ones, I'm going to clean this up here too. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of 3M tape here, put a piece here and here. That'll help hold this into place a little bit because the bottom doesn't have any screws or anything. So just a little piece down here. You don't want to make it too long or too thick because you don't want to have to see it. And then one up here. That should be sufficient enough. Take off the double side, expose the tape, make sure it's nice and secure on there. And the back is going to be a little bit harder because we're not going to have this kind of room, so probably have to take the wheel off for those back ones. But so now what we're going to do is slide this through. You can slide it behind, line up your holes. And then let that hang there for a second. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my new push pins, push it through, just so it don't hurt my finger here. Push that in. Do the same thing on the bottom. Alright, so not too much to it on the front. So that's how they look there. Super nice, fit nice, they look good, and they're functional. Okay, so once again the fronts are on, one on each side here, and very, very simple and easy to put on. The back's going to be a little bit more labor intensive because in order to get back here, there's a couple screws back here, 8mm screws that we cannot get to because the wheel's in the way. So what we need to do is actually pop the wheels off in order to do this. So alright, so we've got the rear wheel off now, and what that's going to do is give us access to these two 8mm screws right here that are in the fender liner. And so what we're going to do is actually pull those out, and we're going to be using these replacement ones. So when you order a kit like this, it'll actually come with these extended screws. And so what we're going to do is take our rear flap here, we're going to hold it up there just like that, put the screws right through it, and that will be good to go. Okay, so once again, take an 8mm and remove these two. And see, the good thing about having these, they look nice, but they also serve a nice function because, as you guys can see here, maybe you can't, but there's a lot of rock pitting and stuff right here. And so that's just from normal driving because the tires are a little wide, and by adding these, this will help, help protect this whole section here, but also back here. So hopefully that'll prevent some future rock chips from happening. All right, so these are nice and long screws, and the new ones are even longer, and it basically just adds a little spacer right through there. So what we're gonna do is put this up just like this. I'm actually going to take this out. As you guys can see, it does come with a screw and a little rubber washer. So we need to unscrew the little spacer, because that's gonna go on the back side. And then we're going to put this through. It's going to sit just like that. So we're going to put this through our hole here, just like so. Put the spacer back on, and then we're actually going to use, this is going to be a star thread. So what we're going to do is screw it in. So I believe this is a T20. So what I'm going to do is just kind of get both of these set up here. Kind of pre-thread it through the actual mud flap, just like so. Put that on. It's nice. This is nice because it's threaded on here, so pretty high quality stuff.
There we go. Alright, now we're just gonna get it lined up and put it through the hole. Easier just to start one and get it going first, and then move up, start the other one. These are nice and flexible, which is good, makes it easier. Alright guys, so there you have it. 2 little screws, and that holds it all into place. Nice. Offers good coverage as well, so that's what it looks like. Very, very simple and easy to install. So I will be doing the other side off of camera, but there you have it. So super nice, like it.
As you guys can see, very, very simple and easy to install these things, and they look super nice, super high quality, and who doesn't love carbon? So I think they look really, really great. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side off of camera. So I'm actually going to show you guys the car at the very end with a couple pictures, because I'm actually going to be putting on another set of wheels on this car, so that's actually going to be another video. But I'll throw some pictures here on the end just so you have an idea of what it looks like with the final product. Highly recommend it, and once again, huge shout out to CarbonCulture UK. Definitely go check them out, let them know I sent you, and place an order. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns about this install or the product itself, please let me know in the comments below. Again, stay tuned because I am putting another set of wheels on here, so you're not going to want to miss that video. Thanks for watching.